Hello everyone. Let's begin with the second chapter of history, Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. The topic is the age of social change. The French Revolution started on 14th July 1789. This revolution is also known as the July Revolution. The powerful ideas of freedom and equality circulated in Europe after the French Revolution. The idea of freedom and the idea of equality spread throughout Europe after the French Revolution. The French Revolution opened up the possibility of creating a dramatic change in the way in which society was structured. The French Revolution after 1789 opened up an opportunity for rest of Europe to know and understand about the freedom and equality. Earlier in France, before the 18th century, the French society was divided into three states. People belonging to the first state and the second state used to live a very luxurious life. They were called aristocrats, and they had all economic and social power under their control. The third state were the sufferer, where they had to pay taxes to the government, and they were not satisfied with the way the clergy and the nobility used to support monarchy. They wanted a complete transformation of society. So this particular revolt, that is the French revolt, created an opportunity for rest of Europe for freedom and equality. Before the 18th century, as I said, the French society was broadly divided into states and orders, and it was the aristocracy and church which controlled economic and social power. After the French Revolution, new society started emerging up. People started realizing that this is the time for change. In the rest of Europe and Asia, people started forming association. People started discussing and debating about the way society should be, and they decided that we have to change the society. So a socialistic pattern of society started emerging up gradually in Europe as well as in Asia. Now, not everyone were in favor of the complete transformation of the society. There was mixed of opinion among people. Some were conservatives, some were radicals, and some were liberals. In India, Rajaram Mohan Roy and Desrosiers were very much influenced by the French Revolution. They talked of the significance of the French Revolution, and they wanted that the society in India should be changed. Earlier, during the 18th century, Indian society was a very conservative society. So these philosophers and the social reformers, they tried their best in India also to change the society. As I said earlier, not everyone in Europe, however, wanted a complete transformation of society. They were not in favor of a quick change in the society. They wanted that change is required, but at a very gradual rate. And the people who used to think like this were called conservatives. So conservatives, they respected the past, They respected their traditions and customs, and they did not want that there has to be a complete change in the society. They wanted the society to be changed, but at a gradual rate. Finally, there were mixed of opinions among the liberals, the radicals, and the conservatives. Let's know about the liberals, radicals, and conservatives. One of the groups which looked to change society were the liberals. Liberals were those people who believed in all religions. They were religious, tolerant people. They had firm belief in all religions, and they wanted that people belonging to different religions should live together. So they were called religious, tolerant people. Liberals were those people who opposed monarchy rule, who opposed autocratic rule. They did not want that monarchy should continue for a longer period of time. They wanted a form of government which is a representative government, a form of government which is elected by the people. However, the liberals were not democrats. They did not believe in democracy in a sense that they were not in favor of women participating in elections. They opposed women voting rights, and they did not believe in universal adult franchise. Liberals, they did not believe in universal adult franchise. They wanted only the propertied men should be allowed to participate in elections. They opposed women. Second one is radicals. Radicals were those people who believed that a nation should be based on the majority of population. People who are in majority will be allowed to form the government, and people who are in minority will not be allowed to form the government. So they wanted a nation which is based on the majority of a country's population. They supported women's suffragette movements. Here, suffragette means the right given to women to vote. So, a right which is given to women to vote is known as suffragette. They believed in suffragette movements, and they supported that women should also be allowed to participate in elections. They should also be allowed to vote. So they believed in universal adult franchise. They disliked concentration of property in the hands of a few. Radicals were those people who did not oppose private property, but they wanted that the property should not be concentrated in the hands of a few. They wanted a society which is based on a socialistic pattern of society where each and every person will be given the property. So the radicals and liberals, they had their own thinking of forming a nation. And let's discuss about conservatives. Conservatives opposed the radicals and liberals. Conservatives did not believe the idea of radicals or liberals. They had their own pattern of forming a society. They had their own way of forming a society. Conservatives opposed radicals and liberals. They believed that the past had to be respected and change had to be brought about through a slow process. So we discussed about the thinking of the radicals, the thinking of the liberals, as well as the thinking of the conservatives. So in the next video, I will come up with next topic. Thank you.